My girlfriend insisted we take a relationship break, but still live together. I said, okay, but we need a roommate agreement. She laughed and signed. She stopped laughing when she got a bill for her half of the rent, utilities, and groceries effective immediately. I, 29 male, should have seen the signs when Brienne, 27, started working late with her new mentor, Colton, from the marketing department. But love makes you stupid, right? We'd been together for 3 years, living together for 2. Everything was split 70-30. I paid 70% of everything because I made more as a software developer while she was a junior graphic designer. I didn't mind. That's what partners do. 3 weeks ago, she sat me down with her rehearsed speech. I need space to find myself. We should take a relationship break but still live together. I said, okay, but we need a roommate agreement. She laughed and signed. She stopped laughing when she got a bill for her half of the rent, utilities, and groceries effective immediately. I stared at her. You want to break up but keep living together. It's not breaking up, it's a pause, like hitting refresh on us. We stay friends, keep the apartment, and see where things go naturally. Translation, she wanted to test drive Colton while keeping her safety net. Okay, I said calmly, but if we're not partners, we're roommates. We need a formal agreement. She actually laughed. You're such a dork. Fine, whatever makes you feel better. I spent that evening drafting a comprehensive roommate agreement. Nothing vindictive, just standard roommate stuff. 50-50 split on all household expenses. Separate food, groceries, unless agreed upon. Guest policies and quiet hours. Shared space cleaning schedule. 30-day notice for moving out. No overnight guests more than 2 nights per week. The next morning, I printed 2 copies. Brienne barely glanced at it. This is so extra, she said, signing with a flourish. But sure, if it helps you process. I smiled. Just want clear boundaries since we're starting fresh. That was Wednesday. Thursday morning, I woke up to an empty bed and moved my stuff to the spare room. By Thursday evening, I'd calculated her half of rent, on the dollar cent, itemized the utility bills, her half, 127s, separated the groceries with labels, created a Venmo request for her portion. Friday morning, I left the invoice on the kitchen counter with a sticky note, due by the 1st per hour agreement. She found it when she got home from her work dinner at 11 p.m. What the hell is this? Your half of the expenses, the agreement we signed. That was just, I thought you were being dramatic. You literally signed it. But you've always paid more. That was when you were my girlfriend. Now you're my roommate. Roommates split things equally. Her face went through like 17 emotions. I can't afford $1,227 right now. Maybe you should have thought about that before suggesting we become roommates. She stormed off. 20 minutes later, I heard her on the phone. He's being such a child about this. No, I can totally crash at your place. What do you mean your roommate wouldn't be cool with that? Guess Colton's living situation wasn't as available as she thought. Update 1. Holy crap, you guys called it. The entitlement has reached astronomical levels. First, she tried the guilt approach, made her specialty dinner that I bought ingredients for pre-agreement, lit candles, wore the dress I used to love. I miss us, she said, touching my hand. Maybe we moved too fast with the break thing. I'm respecting your need for space, I replied, pulling my hand back, as roommates. Don't be like that. Like what, honoring your boundaries? She huffed off. Ate the entire dinner herself out of spite. Cool, that was $30 of food she just consumed. I added it to her tab. Then came the practical warfare. She forgot to transfer her half of rent. When reminded, claimed her banking app was glitching for 5 days. Apparently, she started using my expensive shampoo. I put it in my room. She complained I was being petty. I pointed to Section 3.2 of our agreement. Personal items remain separate unless explicitly shared. She invited Colton over a lot, like every night. They'd watch TV at max volume, order takeout, leaving boxes everywhere, and make obvious noises. I started documenting everything per our noise violation clause. The best part? Her mom called me. Brienne tells me, "You're being financially abusive." How so? Making her pay half of everything when you make more? She wanted to be roommates. Roommates split things equally. But you're supposed to take care of her. I'm respecting her decision to pause our romantic relationship. This is manipulation. She literally asked for this arrangement. Click. Then Friday happened. Brienne had her friends over, Adeline, Thea, and Portia, for wine night. They got wasted. Adeline, I can't believe he's making you pay half. So toxic. Thea, men are threatened by independent women. Portia, you should sue him for emotional distress. He even labels his food now, like grow up. I was in my room, recording everything. One-party consent state, baby. They got louder and meaner. Then Brienne said something that changed everything. Whatever. In 3 weeks, when the lease renews, I'm going to tell him I'm not resigning unless things go back to how they were. He can't afford this place alone. He'll cave. I stopped recording, pulled up my laptop. The lease renewal was indeed coming up. But here's what Princess Entitled didn't know. I'd been saving that extra 70% for months. I had plenty for a deposit on a new place. I started apartment hunting that night. Update 2. Found the perfect apartment. Same neighborhood, actually nicer building, and $300 less than our current place. Put down the deposit Monday morning. Meanwhile, Brienne escalated to DEFCON 1. She started bringing Colton over every night. They'd cook elaborate meals using my cookware, leave dishes everywhere, and disappear into her room. The noise was obviously intentional at this point. Tuesday, I sent her a formal notice about the lease. Per our roommate agreement, this serves as my 30-day notice that I will not be renewing the lease. Please confirm your plans by EOD Friday. She burst into my room without knocking. What the hell is this 30-day notice? It's in the agreement. You can't just leave. Section 8.1. Either party may terminate the living arrangement with 30 days' notice. Where am I supposed to live? You could renew the lease yourself or find a new place. I can't afford $2,200 alone. Maybe Colton can move in. Her face went pale. He has a lease. You're doing this to punish me. I'm doing this because I want to live somewhere without hearing my ex have sex through the walls every night. She started crying. Not sad tears, angry tears. You're ruining everything. I'm respecting your decision to be roommates. Roommates move out sometimes. She slammed my door so hard a picture fell off the wall. That night she had a meltdown to Colton. I heard everything. He's abandoning me. Can't you get out of your lease? What do you mean you live with your ex? She's just a roommate now. Why can't I stay there? What do you mean she wouldn't be comfortable? Apparently Colton's living situation was complicated. Shocking. Wednesday, Brienne tried a new tactic. She called my brother Jerome. Jerome texted me. Bree says you're kicking her out. Nope, not renewing the lease. She has 30 days to figure it out. She's crying, saying you're heartless. She wanted to be roommates. Louf's savage. Mom wants to know if you need help moving. Thursday was when she went nuclear. I came home to find my gaming setup in the living room with a sign. Communal property now. Share and share alike. I took photos, then moved everything back. Left her an invoice for $50, unauthorized, touching a personal property fee as outlined in Section 4.3. She lost it. There's no Section 4.3. I showed her the agreement. There absolutely was. She had signed it without reading. Friday, she didn't come home. Crashed at Adeline's, apparently. But Saturday morning, she was back with reinforcements. Her dad, Robert, and brother, Devin. Robert, you need to be reasonable. I am. She can't afford to stay here alone. Then she should move. She shouldn't have to uproot her life because you're being petty. She uprooted our relationship. I'm just following her lead. Devin tried to get in my face. You're really going to leave a woman homeless? She has a job, savings, and 20 days to find a place. She's not homeless. You're supposed to protect her from the consequences of her own choices. Robert's face got red. What kind of man are you? The kind who respects when a woman says she wants independence. They left after more posturing. Brienne was sobbing in her room. I felt bad for exactly 2.3 seconds, until I remembered she literally asked for this. That night, she posted on social media about her abusive ex, who was making her homeless because he couldn't handle a strong woman needing space. My phone blew up. I posted my own update. Interesting how taking a relationship break means I still have to pay 70% of expenses. Anyway, who needs a roommate?
I'm moving out of my place end of month. The comments were chaos. Mutual friends were picking sides. But here's the kicker. 3 people messaged me about needing a roommate, including Colton's ex, Ree. Oh yeah, we're going to talk about...
Update 3. So, Ray's messaged me. Hey, saw you need a roommate. I need one too. Weird coincidence. My ex just started dating someone new and I need him out ASAP. We met for coffee. Turns out Colton and Ree have been on a break for 2 months. He told her he needed to work on himself. They kept living together because it was practical. Sound familiar? Ree showed me texts between her and Colton from 3 weeks ago. Right when Brienne suggested our break, he was asking if Ree would be cool with him having friends over sometimes. We compared notes. The timelines matched perfectly. But here's the nuclear part. Colton had been telling Brienne he lived alone. He'd been having Ree stay at her sister's place whenever Brienne was supposed to come over. Reese found out when she came home early from a family emergency that Colton had suggested she should go help with to find women's underwear in their bed. Not her underwear. Reese was done. She wanted Colton out but couldn't afford the place alone. I needed a roommate for my new place. This is messy, I said. Or poetic, she replied. We agreed to think about it. Meanwhile, back at Dysfunction Junction, Brienne had gone into overdrive. She used all my coffee pods, $60 worth, borrowed my laptop charger and lost it, invited 10 people over for a party without asking, played music until 3 a.m. every night, started parking in my assigned spot. I documented everything, sent her daily invoices. She ignored them all. Then Monday of week 3, I get a text from an unknown number. Hey man, this is Colton. We should talk. We met at a bar. This dude had the audacity to offer me a beer for being cool about everything. Look, he said, Brienne's great, but she's intense. She kind of pushed this whole break thing. I just wanted something casual. And Ree? His face changed. You talked to Ree? She might be my new roommate. He went white. You can't do that to Bree. Do what? Get a roommate with my ex? Your ex that you're still living with while dating my ex? That's different. How? He couldn't answer, just kept drinking. Finally, Breezekill lose it if you move in with Reese. Not my problem anymore. You're evil, man. I'm practical, like you guys wanted. He left. Immediately called Brienne. I know because she burst the apartment door 20 minutes later screeching, You're moving in with his ex? Considering it, that's psychotic. It's practical. She needs a roommate. I need a roommate. You're doing this to hurt me. Everything isn't about you, Brienne. I will make your life hell. You already are. At least with Reese, the rent will be paid on time. She threw a glass at the wall. It shattered. I took a photo and added $30 to her invoice. Apartment damage. The next day, I signed the lease with Reese, not because of revenge, but because she actually had her finances together, had great references, and we wanted similar things in a living situation. Peace, respect, and people who pay their bills. But I'm not going to lie, the karma was delicious.